Shane, and it's a beautiful Sunday fun day at that. We have some exciting Skeeters baseball coming up, followed by the Dream League as well. But before we get this game started, Shane, who is our Toasted Joe K-Man batter of the game and our Holiday Cleaners cleanup batter?
All right, so here's how this is going down. Your Toasted Joe K-Man batter of the game is going to be instead of going number 15, the 10 goes down. Now, just put a tell down between the plate and the Joe Bear Wizard beans. We got to simply yell one word, and that word is go not. Because Joe strikes out, especially yells the one word go not for hours, makes 3 donuts courtesy of Toasted Joe. If you've not had the Toasted Joe donuts, I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Attention, please. Attention, please.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
What is up, Sugarland? Brandon MacArthur here. Still no Ryan Posner, as he is away on his quilting convention, but he will be back next homestand. Welcome to a beautiful afternoon here, as your 14-9 Sugarland Skeeters are taking on the 6-15 York Revolution. This is a 7-game series. This is Game 7 of the 7, as the Skeeters have taken a commanding 4-2 lead here in the 7-game series. Tonight on the bump for your Skeeters will be Connor Wade. Connor Wade, he's 0 for 2 on the season with a 4.29 ERA. Let's throw around the diamond here real quick. Doing the catching duties will be Alberto Cordero. Playing first base will be Anthony Jansanti. Over there at second base will be Martinson. Over at shortstop, Rondon getting the nod tonight over Ryan Jackson. Playing third base will be Juan Silverio. In left field will be Jabari Henry. Doing the center field duties will be Jared Mitchell. And over there in right field will be a new addition to the Skeeters, Zach Bornstein, the Bornstein Bear. Well, warm-up pitches are tossed. Skeeters are ready to go. And here we are. Taking the leadoff spot for the York Revolution will be the catcher, number 33, James Skelton. Skelton on the season, hitting .289 with 1 homer and 5 RBIs. And last night's game, he was 1 for 3 with a walk. So far in the series, he's 5 for 20 with a homer, 4 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Wade, he's got the pitch he wants. Winds, kicks, fires, and ball too far on the outside corner, says the umpire, so brings it to 1 ball, no strikes here. Skelton, he was acquired in a trade from New Britain for a player to be named later, May 7th. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed from Skelton. Evens the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Skelton, he's entering his 7th season in the Atlantic League and his 5th with a different ball club. He's playing for Southern Maryland, Lancaster, New Britain, and York Revolution. The 1-1 pitch is called a strike to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Skelton. Wade looking in on the signs from Cordero. He's got what he wants. Kicks, fires, and it's going to be fouled off towards the first base dugout, so we'll do it again here at 1-2. Quite a warm day here in Sugarland. Sun really beating down. Those threatening thunderstorms of yesterday didn't roll through, so nothing to cool it off. Skeeters wearing their black uniforms, white pants. York Revolution in the navy top and gray pants. The 1-2 pitch fouled off again towards the first base dugout, so we'll do it here all over. Breaking down the series so far, Sugarland dropped the first game 8-3. They won the second one in dramatic fashion in 11 innings, 10-9. Then they won 2-0, then 4-0. Then they lost 9-6, and then won again last night 3-2. The 1-2 pitch flied out deep there to right field of Bornstein, who camps underneath it and makes the squeeze for number 1. So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the first, and that brings up the second baseman, number 4, Alexi Casilla. Casilla hitting .316 on the season with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. Casilla, last game, he was 2 for 4 last night. On the series, he's 3 for 8 with a double RBI and a walk. He just returned to the lineup for the first time since May 6 on Friday after he missed 9 games due to a hand injury. Here's the first pitch from Wade, and it's called an inside strike to make it no balls and 1 strike. Casilla, he's number 3 in bunt hits with 23. He's first in infield hits with 56, and he's third in starts at second base, 159 in Revs history. The 0-1 pitch is called a ball too far outside, so it evens the count here at 1-1. Wade looks in. He's got the sign he wants. Kicks, fires, and swung on and foul balled, so it brings it to 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Casilla, he started the season. He's actually in his 16th year as a pro and his 3rd with the Revs. He's ranked number 4 in the Atlantic League with a 336 average last season, just 2 points off the top spot. So here's the 1-2 from Wade, and it will be weakly chopped right there. Severio charges, bare hands, off-balance throw, fires across the diamond, but Casilla too fast there and beats out that throw, so it'll be an infield single there. So the first hit for York Revolution. And that brings up the first baseman, number 23, Telvin Nash. Nash absolutely mashing the ball. He's hitting .250 with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. But last game, he was 1 for 4, and in the series, he's 8 for 25 with 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, 6 runs scored, and 3 walks. So 1 out here in the top of the first after they got Skelton to fly out to Bornstein there in right field. Casilla got a weak infield single, so he's standing over at first base, and Nash at the dish. The first pitch is a ball too low, so it makes it 1 ball, no strikes. Nash is actually 3rd in Revs history in home runs with 57. Next is Chris Nowak with 59, and the leader is Andreas Perez with 66. Wade comes, sets, good lead over there from Casilla, and the 1-0 pitch too far outside makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Nash is actually the franchise leader in starts at first base for the York Revolution with 193. 2 balls, no strikes. Casilla over there at first base. Nash comes, sets. He'll actually throw over there to keep Casilla honest, but back in time. Speaking of Telvin Nash, he was a 3rd-round pick of Houston in 2009. He reached AA in the Astros system, hitting 102 home runs. The 2-0 pitch is going to be swung on and ripped foul. So it makes it 2 balls and 1 strikes here. Nash is actually 7 RBIs shy of 500 for his career, 24 home runs shy of 200, and 9 hits shy of 700. So to say this guy can hit the baseball is an understatement, especially with a lot of power here. So you'll see Connor Wade really picking his spots. That's also a reason why he has 3 walks here in the series. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Nash, and it is swung on and driven deep, but Jabari Henry will race after it and squeeze it for out number 2. Casilla will trot on back over there to first base, so 2 down here in the top of the first. And that brings up the designated hitter, number 16, Isaias Tejeda. Tejeda hitting .313 on the season, no home runs, and 4 RBIs. Tejeda last night was 1 for 4 with a double and a run scored. On the series, he's 10 for 25, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and 5 runs scored. He's actually batting .393 over his last 15 games. That's 24 for 61. Wade has the sign he wants from Cordero. And he'll actually throw over Casilla, who wasn't very far off the bag, so he'll trot on back safely, no problem. Tejeda is entering his 4th year with York, where he hit .356 with 9 home runs and 2 stints with York in 2016 before his contract was purchased by the Braves. First pitch to Tejeda is called a strike on the outside corner, makes it no balls and 1 strike. Last season, though, Tejeda hit .303 in 22 games with York, and he's entering tied for 7th in Revs history in batting with .318 and .502 slugging percentage. The 0-1 pitch is going to be too low, says home plate umpire, so it evens the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind blowing in kind of lazily from right field, but that's been the MO all series. Tejeda kicks, fires, Wade kicks, fires, and Tejeda will foul it off to the third base side. So it makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. So far, only 1 home run in the past 4 games from either team, which was hit by Melky Cabrera. Not Melky Cabrera, that would be way cooler. It was by Melky Mesa last night in the top of the 9th off our closer, Felipe Paulino. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, but home plate umpire actually says it was foul tipped. Coco saying, look, I have it in my glove here. Clearly I squeezed it, but home plate umpire saying, no, that ball hit the dirt. Pete's coming out to check in. He walks out of the first base dugout. He's saying, did that not hit the ground? But he's going to agree with the home plate umpire. So Pete Incaviglia, the head coach here for the Sugar Land Skeeters, did a lot of arguing last year. He's really dialed it back, which is kind of a shame. It's always fun to see Pete come out. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the top of the first. Wade kicks, fires too high. Coco will throw down over at Casilla, who was off the bag, and the first base umpire says the throw was in time, and he calls him out. So good toss there from Coco Cadero, and that will end the top of the first. So York puts up a big fat 0. We'll see what the Sugarland Skeeters can do here heading into the bottom of the first when we return.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jansanti and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Funday. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts of White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Funday where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Welcome back to Constellation Field, everybody. Brandon MacArthur here as it's still tied, 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Let's run across the diamond here for the York Revolution. Doing the catching will be James Skelton. Over at first base will be Telvin Nash. At second base will be Alexi Casilla. Doing the shortstop duty will be Ryan Dent. Over at third base will be Nate Coronado. In left field, it'll be Henry Castillo. In center field, it'll be former Skeeter Wellington Dotel. And over there in right field will be Melky Mesa. On the bump is Matthew Grimes, who's got a 1-1 on the season with a 1.16 ERA. Leading off here for the Skeeters will be number 26, Jabari Henry. And first pitch to Henry is going to be too low, says home plate umpire, to make it 1 ball, no strikes. Grimes, we've seen him already here in the series. He was in line for the win before the disastrous 9th inning that led Sugarland to win in extra innings on Tuesday. Jabari rips one towards Castillo over there at second base. He scoops it cleanly, fires over to the first baseman Nash in time for out number 1. So that brings up the center fielder, number 2, Jared Mitchell. Mitchell hitting .289 on the season with 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. Grimes, he ranks first in ERA with that 1.16 ERA. He's 6th in inning pitch with 23 1/3. He's 4th in opponent's average at .214 and 8th in whip at 1.16. Grimes has the pitch he wants, kicks, fires, and ball too high, says home plate umpire, to make it 1 ball and no strikes. Grimes, 27 years of age, enters his 6th pro season. Kicks, fires, and ball too far outside, so makes it 2 balls and no strikes. He was an 18th round draft pick of the Baltimore Orioles in 2014 out of Georgia Tech. He was also a 4th round pick of the White Sox out of Mill Creek High School in 2010, and was also drafted by the Phillies in 2013, but decided to stay back at Georgia Tech. 2-0 pitch is going to be skyrocketed foul into the stands for the first souvenir of the ball game, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 2-1, and it's going to be too low, so it makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. Mitchell, 30 years of age. He's set to begin his first season here with the Skeeters. He actually spent 2018 with York Revolution, where he hit .275, 6 home runs, and 44 RBIs in 117 games. He was selected to the 2018 Atlantic All-Star Game, where he only recorded a single at-bat. Here's the 3-1 to Jared Mitchell, and it will be swung on, and it will be blooped in for a single right there in right field. So there's the first hit for the Sugar Land Skeeters as Mitchell reaches first base successfully. So that brings up third baseman number 27, Juan Silverio. Silverio hitting .298 on the season with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs. Juan, he signed with the Skeeters in July of last season. He hit .310 with 8 home runs and 37 RBIs in 55 games. So Mitchell over there at first base after Jabari Henry, the leadoff hitter, grounded out to second base for the first out. Grimes throws over to first base to try to keep Mitchell honest, but Mitchell back in plenty of time. Silverio, he hit .326 with a homer and 5 RBIs in 10 postseason games as the Skeeters went on to capture that 2018 championship. Mitchell, good size lead, great speed over there at first base, so Grimes going to really have to be careful. Here's the first pitch to Juan. He swings out of his shoes and misses for no balls and 1 strike. Silverio actually notched 14 hits and 9 runs in that 2018 postseason run, which were both Skeeter single-season postseason records. Juan was originally signed by the White Sox, where he spent 2 seasons in the minor league system for the Reds, peaking at AAA. 0-1, 1 out here. Grimes got the sign he wants. Looking in, he'll actually fire over to first base. Mitchell back in plenty of time. Again, Jared Mitchell, he was a standout at LSU where he captured a College World Series. And not only was he a standout in baseball, but the football field as well. So, no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Silverio at the ditch. Mitchell over there at first base. Here's the pitch. Silverio hits a mile-high shot way up into the air. Casilla trying to track it. He's underneath it, and he will squeeze it for out number 2. Mitchell will scamper on back to first base. So 2 down here. That brings up the new Skeeter, number 17, Zach Bornstein. Again, going to have to call him the Bornstein Bear. I mean, there's just no other better nickname for him. No numbers here on Zach, so we can make it all up. He is hitting, obviously, 0 for 0 with 0 home runs and 0 RBIs as he steps in the box for the first time as a Sugar Land Skeeter. Grimes looking in. He comes set. Checks over at Mitchell at first base. Kicks, fires. Mitchell's on the move. The throw down from Skelton is going to be, gets past Ryan Dent, but unfortunately Mitchell will have to stay at second base as it didn't scamper too far away from Ryan Dent. But that will be a successful stolen base there for Jared Mitchell as he moves into scoring position here with 2 outs. Matthew Grimes, the pitcher here for York Revolution, is just 2 wins shy of his 30th career. He actually went over 500 innings pitched in his last start. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Mitchell standing over there at second base after he stole it. Here's the 1-0. Called strike on the inside corner, makes it 1 ball and 1 strike to the Bornstein Bear. So far, the Revs have scored 8+ runs 3 times in this series alone. They had previously scored 8+ in a game at Constellation Field just 4 times in 69 regular season contests. Let me rephrase that. Bornstein hits a shot over there at third base. Coronado can't feel it cleanly as it bounces off his chest, so Bornstein will be safe over there at first base. Mitchell doing some heads up base running, and he makes it over there to third. So runners on the corner, and that brings up designated hitter Dennis Phipps. Phipps hitting .224 with 5 home runs and 11 RBIs. Those 5 homers is actually tied for the league lead with Jared Mitchell. Phipps, this is his 2nd season with the Skeeters. Last year, he hit .265 with 9 home runs and 37 RBIs in 98 games. Grimes kicks, fires, and Phipps gets under one. Hits it deep to center. Dotel camping out underneath it, and he will squeeze it for out number 3. So 2 runners on here for the Skeeters, but no damage done by York. So we'll head to the top of the second. Still tied here at 0 when we return.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company. Memorial Hermann Sugarland Hospital has been named a recipient of the highly coveted 2016 Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, the nation's highest presidential honor for performance excellence. Memorial Hermann Sugarland was recognized for its outstanding commitment to sustainable excellence through innovation, improvement, and visionary leadership. Memorial Hermann Sugarland is the first Houston area healthcare organization to earn the prestigious Baldrige Award and only the 3rd in Texas. The Sugarland Skeeters are proud to partner with Memorial Hermann Sugarland.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Skeeters home games every Sunday all season long. Just show proof of your membership at the ticket office to get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game while supplies last. Visit texasfarmbureau.org/sports to learn more about this offer and other benefits associated with your membership. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the Sugarland Skeeters.
Plan your next group outing at beautiful Constellation Field. Looking to celebrate a birthday, host a large-scale event like a company party, or just looking to bring a large group to watch a baseball game? Constellation Field has you covered. We have several birthday packages as well as seating options that include our party suites and picnic plaza, as well as the field plaza to best accompany your group. Visit sugarlandskeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS for more info on all of our group packages.
Welcome back to Constellation Field, everybody. Brandon MacArthur, still no Ryan Posner. He will return next home series. So far, Connor Wade up on the bump. He's only given up 1 hit as we head here in the top of the second. Leading off will be Isaiah Tejeda, as he was up to bat last time, but Coco Cadera was able to throw out the runner over at first base to end the inning. First pitch to Tejeda is going to be a ball low, makes it 1 ball, no strikes. Tejeda piled up multiple hits in 3 of his first 4 games on this road trip and is 10 for 25. That's good for a .400 average in the series here at Sugarland. The 1-1 pitch called a strike, so it evens the count here at 1-1. Tejeda steps into the box. Wade's got the sign he wants. He kicks, fires, and Tejeda swings and fouls one off into the dirt, so it brings the count here to 1 ball and 2 strikes. If you're a little Skeeter, make sure you stay after the game here as they get to run the bases, thanks to Dr. Larry Caldwell. Wade, he's got the sign. Here's the 1-2. Tejeda will foul another one off down the third base line, so let's do it again. Last night's game, York hit into a season-high 4 double plays. That was 1 shy of a franchise record. As last night's story was definitely the Skeeters starting pitching and bullpen, only allowing 2 runs. Here's the 1-2 to Tejeda, and it's going to be ball too low, says home plate umpire, so it evens the count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, nice little Sunday fun day. Appreciate you guys tuning in the broadcast and showing up here at the stadium. 2-2 pitch is going to be a jam shot foul over there at the first base dugout. So let's do it again. Wade, he's got the count 2-2 here to Tejeda. So far again, Connor in 21 innings pitched. He's 0-2 with a 3 ERA and 13 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch too far outside, so it runs the count here at 3-2. Again, this is Game 7 of a 7-game series. Skeeters are in control with 4 wins. 3-2 pitch. Guess what? Fouled off to the third base coach over there for York Revolution. Good hands. But we'll do it again here at a full count. Skeeters so far, their starting pitching has really come in of late, as both Roy Merritt, he was the one that started it off as he threw a brilliant 7 innings 2 games ago. And the 3-2 pitch is going to be ripped into center field, but it will hang up long enough for Jared Mitchell, who had a great read on that ball, and he squeezes it for out number 1. So that brings up the left fielder, number 6, Henry Castillo. Castillo hitting .315 on the season with 3 home runs and 15 RBIs. Castillo is actually absolutely crushing the ball. He actually leads the league in doubles with 10 and 14 extra base hits, while ranking near the top in several other categories. Of his 23 hits on the season, 14 have gone for extra bases. Wade looking in. He's got the sign he wants. Kicks, fires, and too far outside, says the umpire, so make it 1 ball and no strikes. Castillo had hit safely in 10 straight. A Revs season best through Wednesday's game, is now hit safely in 16 of his 18 starts. 1-0 pitch called strike, says the home plate umpire, so it evens the count here at 1-1. Castillo last game was 1 for 3 with an intentional walk. Here's the 1-1 from Wade, and too low as it bounces in the dirt, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Henry on the series, he's 6 of 25 with a homer, a double, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. Here's the 2-1 from Connor Wade. And Castillo will rip one there for a base hit towards right field. Bornstein comes up with it and will fire it in. But that will be the first hit here for York Revolution in the top of the second, as Castillo will scamper on to first base successfully. That brings up the right fielder, number 29, and Baby Shark Tooth, Melky Mesa. Mesa hitting .256, 2 home runs, and 11 RBIs. Last game, he was 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs. That home run coming off Felipe Paulino, our closer, as that was Paulino's first earned run on 2019 season. So Castillo over at first. Mesa at the dish. Wade kicks, fires, and it'll be a ball too far inside, so it makes it 1-0 here. Mesa on the series is 6 for 25 with a homer, a double, a triple, 5 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed from Mesa, so it evens the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mesa has 5 RBIs in his last 2 games, and he's actually hit for the cycle over the course of 10 at-bats. Wade will fire over to first base, but Castillo back in plenty of time. So the count's still at 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the second. Mesa was the Revs 2018 team MVP, where he hit .337 with 20 home runs and 89 RBIs. 1-1 pitch is going to be hit foul down the third base side. So it brings the count here to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mesa last season ranked 3rd in the league in average, just 1 point off the top spot. It was the 3rd highest in Revs history. He was number 3 in home runs, number 2 in RBIs. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Castillo with a short lead over at first base. Wade comes, sets, kicks, fires, and Mesa gets a hold of one. That ball is going to be gone over the left field wall. So Melky Mesa with his 2nd home run in 2 nights. And the York Revolution take a quick 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. And if you're a fan at home, I'd be listening in because I know Shea Villarreal is going to play the fart noise. There it was. A little fun thing we like to do to the opposing home run hitters. So after that 2-run bomb here, that brings up the center fielder, number 15, Wellington Dotel. Dotel is the toasted yolk donut man, which means you're going to be hearing the fans chanting donut. And the loudest section will actually win some free donuts from Toasted Yolk. Dotel hitting .240, no home runs, 4 RBIs. First pitch is going to be a weakly hit over there to Rondon, who scoops it up, fires it over to first base, and in time for out number 2. So good job there from Connor Wade, bouncing back after the 2-run blast by Mesa, as he gets Dotel to weakly ground out to Rondon for out number 2. So that brings up third baseman, number 13, Nate Coronado. Coronado hitting .247, no home runs and 5 RBIs on the season. Coronado, last game, went 0 for 3. So let's hopefully he can continue that trait today. First pitch is going to be a called strike on the inside corner to make it no balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 to Coronado, and he is going to hit a ground ball to Rondon, who scoops it up cleanly, fires it over to first base, and in time for out number 3. Damage done by York, though, as they put up a 2 spot after the 2-run blast from Melky Mesa. We'll see what the Skeeters can do as we head to the bottom of the second when we return.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or Kids Run the Bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw Hard Seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day, where we'll have pregame autographs and Kids Run the Bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Nothing provides the flexibility to watch the Skeeters on your time like our exciting mini plans for the 2019 season. Some of our plans include a fireworks plan with tickets to all of our Friday firework games. Catch the buzz on the weekends and come away with some of our hottest giveaway items with our Saturday night plan. Enjoy the ultimate flexibility with our Pick 8 plan, giving you the chance to pick out 8 games that work best for you. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com to find out more information on all of our mini plans. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
What's up, dudes? Pamela Printing, the preferred printer of the Sugarland Skeeters, the name you hear most often in Fort Bend County. People are talking about quality, dependability, on time, and helpfulness in producing a great business piece for their company.
Welcome back to Constellation Field, everybody. Brandon MacArthur here as we head to the bottom of the second. York leading 2-0 after the 2-run blast by Melky Mesa. Matthew Grimes on the bump here for York Revolution. And that actually brings up the second baseman, number 25, Jason Martinson. Martinson hitting .208 on the season with a homer and 2 RBIs. Grimes has the pitch he wants, comes set, kicks, fires, and ball too far on the outside corner, says home plate umpire, so it runs it up to 1-0. Martinson, 30 years of age, enters his first season here with the Sugarland Skeeters. Here's the 1-0, and he will check swing. They're going to look down at first base, and first base umpire says he went, so it makes it 1 ball and 1 strike here. Martinson spent the 2018 season with the AAA Syracuse and Low A Auburn, which is the Washington Nationals farm system. He hit a combined .200 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Here's the 1-1 to Jason, and he swings and misses, so it makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Martinson was selected by the Nationals in the 5th round of the 2010 draft out of Texas State. Actually, he was college teammates with 6-time MLB All-Star Paul Goldschmidt and former Skeeter Kyle Kubitsa. Here's the 1-2, too far outside, so it makes it 2-2 now. The York Revolution starting pitching has been quite solid. It's the bullpen that's had a little bit of hiccups, as they have allowed actually, they've been pretty strong here lately. Martinson rips one towards Dent. Dent off balance, throws across the diamond, but not in time. So Martinson with an infield single here for the Skeeters, the second hit of the ball game here in the bottom of the second. And that brings up Captain Sugarland, number 21, Anthony Jansanti. Jansanti struggling a little bit on the season as he's hitting .054 with no home runs and 3 RBIs. Actually, Jansanti, he's gotten his first 2 hits just here in the series 2 games ago. Jan Santee is 30 years of age, and he's actually beginning his 3rd season here with the Skeeters. So, Martinson over there at first base after the leadoff infield single. Here's the first pitch from Grimes, and it's going to be a ball too far inside. Makes it 1-0 here to Anthony. Grimes checking on Martinson. Not a big lead over there at first base. He comes set, but he'll throw over anyway, and of course Martinson back in plenty of time. Jan Santee was the 2018 Skeeters MVP after he hit .297 with 17 home runs, 58 RBIs, and 35 stolen bags. 1 ball, no strikes here in the top of the second, no outs. Pitch, Jan Santee rips one down to Coronado. He bobbles it, fires over to second base, but Martinson, it looked like he was in time, but second base umpire says no, sir. So that will be the first out here in the top of the second after the Jan Santee fielder choice. That brings up the catcher, number 3, Albert Coco Cordero. Coco hitting $161 on the season with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. He's actually substituting in tonight for Cody Stanley. Stanley usually doing the catching duties of late. Coco, 29 years of age, and he's appearing in his 4th straight season here with the Skeeters. Here's the first pitch, going to be a ball in the dirt. Good block there from Skelton to keep it in front of him. Otherwise, Jan Santee would have scampered up over there to second. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Martinson started off the bottom of the second with an infield single, but then Jan Santee just hit it into a fielder's choice for the first out. Grimes comes set, checking over at Jan Santee. He kicks, fires. Coco hits one. It's drifting towards the gap, but the left fielder, Castillo, is underneath it, and he will squeeze it for out number 2. Jan Santee will scamper on back over there to first base. Now that brings up the shortstop, number 6, Alvaro Rondon. Rondon substituting in tonight for Ryan Jackson. Rondon on the season hitting .228, no home runs, and 3 RBIs. Rondon, 28, is slated to appear in his 2nd season with the Skeeters and his 6th as a professional. Grimes throws over to first, but Jan Santee will scamper on back to the bag. Rondon played in a team-high 109 games at shortstop last season. Was actually the 2018 Skeeters Community Man of the Year. Grimes throws over to first base again. And, of course, Jan Santee back safely standing. Rondon, native of Santiago, Dominican Republic. And he was actually 3rd in the Atlantic League with 38 stolen bases last year. First pitch to Rondon called a strike on the inside corner, so makes it no balls, 1 strike here. Those 38 bases last season were actually 3rd most in a single season in Skeeters history, first by Josh Prince. The 0-1 pitch is going to be ripped over there to second base. Casilla comes up cleanly with it, scoops, fires over to first base in time. So that will do it here in the bottom of the second. Skeeters still put up a 0. York leading 2-0. We'll see what happens here in the top of the third when we return.
The 2018 Atlantic League champions Sugarland Skeeters are back to defend their title. Come visit Constellation Field, winner of the 2018 Atlantic League Ballpark of the Year, and watch Pete and Gavilia build off an incredibly successful debut season. Returning to this year's roster are 2018 Skeeters MVP Anthony Jan Santee and fan favorite Albert Cordero. Joining them are longtime major leaguers and Houston natives James Loney and Mark Lowe. With over 30 former major leaguers on last year's roster, you're guaranteed an elite level quality of baseball for an affordable price where there's something for the entire family. Individual tickets start as low as $9, and we have 4 exciting mini plans that will meet your needs. Visit SugarlandSkeeters.com or call us at 281-240-HITS to secure your spot to see all the action. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Skeeter Buddies Kids Club create countless memories that will last a lifetime for kids ages 4 through 12. With 2 packages that are sure to meet your budget, the Skeeter Buddies Kids Club, sponsored by Meadow and Sugar Mill Montessori Schools, offer exclusive moments, such as batting and pitching lessons with players and front-of-the-line privileges or kids run the bases on Sunday Fun Day. For more information, visit sugarlandskeeters.com. Sugarland Skeeters, more than baseball.
All the way down there.
Don't miss out on daily promotions this season at Constellation Field. Come to the park on Monday for discounted margarita prices as well as free tickets for fans who present military and first responder IDs. Visit us on Wednesday and enjoy $1 hot dogs as well as discounts on White Claw hard seltzer. Come thirsty on Thursday for $2 beers and sodas. And you definitely won't want to miss out on Fireworks Fridays. Close the week out on Sunday Fun Day where we'll have pregame autographs and kids run the bases. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
The Stolen Base Race brought to you by Texas Mattress Makers and Shane.
Welcome back to Constellation Field here, everybody. Brandon MacArthur as the York Revolution still leading 2-0 over your Sugarland Skeeters. We start the top of the third. Connor Wade still on the bump here for your Skeeters as he's allowed 2 runs after the Milky Mesa 2-run bomb. That brings up the shortstop, number 17, Ryan Dent. First pitch to Dent is a ball too far outside, so it makes it 1 ball, no strikes. Dent, his start at shortstop last night was the 219th of his Revs career, breaking the club record previously held by Wilson Valdez. The 1-0 pitch is fouled down the third baseline, so it evens the count here at 1-1. Dent, on the season, he's hitting .242, 3 home runs, and 14 RBIs. Last night he was 0 for, as he went 0 for 3. But on the series, he's 5 for 21, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, and a run scored. 1-1 pitch to Dent is going to be ripped past the diving Rondones for a base hit here to start the top of the third. So that brings up the top of the lineup now, James Skelton. Skelton, a .289 hitter with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. Last at-bat, Skelton hit a lazy fly ball over there to the new right fielder, Zach Bornstein. Love the walk-up music there from Shea Villarreal. Skelton last game was 1 for 3 with a walk. On the series, he's 5 for 20 with a homer, 4 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Skelton squares up to bunt, but it will actually foul it off, so it makes it no balls and 1 strike. Again, Ryan Dent over there at first base after his leadoff single. Again, a Skelton, a new addition here to the York Revolution after he was traded from New Britain for a player to be named. Here's the 0-1 from Wade. And he rips one towards Jan Santee. He bobbles it. He's able to step on the bag, but he won't be able to throw over to second base. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first in the top of the third as Skelton grounds out to first for the first out. So that brings up the second baseman, number 4, Alexi Casilla. Casilla is 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Alexi hitting .316 with a homer and 5 RBIs. This is Alexi's 16th year as a pro, 3rd season with the Rebs. So Ryan Dent over there at second base after the Skelton fielder's choice. First pitch is going to be a ball too low to make it 1 ball, no strikes. Alexi, he was ranked 4th in the Atlantic League with a .336 average last season, just 2 points off the top spot. He actually enters the season number 2 in career average for the Rebs with a .344. Here's the 1-0, and it's going to be a called strike on the outside corner. It evens the count here at 1-1. Casilla, he was an all-defensive team last year. He was actually signed by the Angels in 2003, but he was traded to the Twins for J.C. Romero after the 2005 season. 1-1 pitch is going to be ripped to Jan Santee, who scoops it cleanly and will step on the bag for out number 2. But on that ground out, that moves Ryan Dent up 90 feet to third base. So that brings up number 23, Telvin Nash. Nash, .250 on the season with 4 home runs, 12 RBIs. Last at bat, he flew out to left. Nash's smashes, as Telvin Nash has homered in back-to-back games to begin this series, and now has 4 home runs on the season and 57 in the Revs' career. Talked about how he's just 9 away from Andreas Perez as the Revs' career home run leader. So no balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Ryan Dent over there at third base. Wade kicks, fires. Good block there from Coco to make it 1 ball and no strikes. So far, York, only 4 hits here. Skeeters